Hey guys, what is up? Today we're gonna be talking about me and only me. So get ready for the fun you're about to have. Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna be talking about the time I feel like I hit rock bottom the most in my young adult life. That it happened about a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago around this time. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about it because I have other videos that I want to post and that I'm working on. And if I tell this story after it comes out, the videos that I post will just make a lot more sense. And I guess knowing that what I'm talking about is from like a year ago, it'll help out too, I guess. I don't know in what way, but I guess just since it's because it's in the past, but anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so 2018 in November, I met this guy on a website called Meet Me. I feel like I want to just say his real name, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So this guy that I met, I live in Ohio, and he was from Michigan. He lived about an hour away from where I live right now. Not an hour. He lived about, I think 3 hours. No, an hour. He lived an hour away from me. And that was pretty cool to me. I thought that that was not gonna be that big of a deal. But we got talking more and things kept going in a good direction, and then we decided that we wanted to meet up. So we did that. I drove to him in Michigan, and we had some fun, and that was that. Like, after that night, I think we were officially in a relationship. He asked me if I wanted to be his girlfriend, and I said yes, because I was like head over heels in love with this dude. But after not that long, things got kind of weird. Like, he was just mean to me generally. Like, I think maybe I was there too much. I would go over like every weekend I had, and if I had a couple of hours, I would go see him. Like, I just saw him as much as possible whenever I could.
Really pissed my family off. It really made everyone around me mad at the time.
But that's what I would do. I would just go see him whenever I had the chance. And maybe that made him angry and made him mean towards me, but he just didn't really treat me like an equal. He kind of treated me like I was lesser than him. Like, I had to do shit for him that, like, I should have just known already to go grab your cigarettes, you stupid asshole. Just shit like that. So yeah, things got weirder, and while things were getting weirder, me and my friend got really weird. Things between us were just really awkward, and she had been my only friend for like the past 8 years. Her name is Lindsay. She's still my best friend right now, but last year we kind of had a falling out, and that really, really, really sucked because she was like the only real person besides my family that I had to talk to, and like, she was my day one, like my ride or die, and I lost that because of something stupid. And yeah, so that happened. I lost my best friend. Check. Second, there was this one day, the only person at this point I could talk to was my boyfriend, so like, obviously I was on high alert at this point with him because I didn't have a friend anymore. And this one day, he went 12 hours without texting me, and I thought that was a little weird. Like, I was getting really worried. And so I was like snooping on Facebook and stuff like that, and eventually it led me to this tweet, and I saw a picture of him laying in his bed with another girl, and yeah, that just gave me all I needed. I figured out that I was his side hoe after that, because I eventually I talked to his girlfriend. Um, they had been dating for a while before he had even met me. So I talked to her about it. Like, I brought it up to her. I found her on Facebook and I brought it up to her. And she was pissed at the beginning. Like, she was really fuming. But as the day went on, all she had to ask me was, "Did you guys have sex?" And I said, "Yes." And she did not respond after that. Like, that was it. And then a little later after that, I saw on Facebook that he had changed his profile picture from one that was just him to one of him and her, so I guess they're doing great. Are doing, who knows? I don't care. Anyways, that happened. I was a side hoe for like 6 months. Didn't know it until the end. So that happened, and then right after that happened, well, in the midst of that happening, I got fired from one of the best jobs I've ever had. I was making so, like, such good money. Such good money I was making at this job. Like, just sitting back and relaxing, looking at my bank account kind of money. Like, and I got in this job because of my dad. He has worked at the same place for over 20 years, so that's how I got the job. And one day I was driving from my ex-boyfriend, the one that I was just talking about. I was driving from his house in the morning to work before 6 a.m. And remind you, he lives in Michigan, I live in Ohio. So I was late that day, and that was, sorry if there's some noise right now. I have my window open because it's really hot, and there's just some people walking by with some golf clubs at the moment, so if you hear some of that, I'm sorry. But anyways, I had this amazing job, and I fucking came to work late. That was the third time I had done something wrong there, so that was the third strike, and that means you're out. So I was out, and I got fired. So basically, my life at that point was, fuck, what am I doing? Why am I still here? That was what was going through my head. Like, literally, I didn't have any interest in living at all. I had no interest in being alive or participating in anything. I was so lonely and depressed and sad about everything that was going on. So, the only thing that I could think of, like, to make myself remotely happy again was, move to Colorado. So, guess what? I ended up doing that. I went out to Colorado to spend a week there in April. And the people that I stayed with, my dad's best friend Colby and his girlfriend Danielle, I stayed with both of them for that week that I was there. And when I moved there, that's where I lived too. So just being with them, spending that week, that first week, we got to go to the 420 Fest and hang out in Denver and stuff like that, and that was so much fun, just hanging out with people that I know I can actually, like, vibe with. Like, my dad's best friend is like 40 something years old, and like, I feel like he's one of my best friends when I talk to him. Like, just you know how people's vocabulary just like links up, you know what I mean? I don't know, like just you're vibing off each other. That's what I'm trying to say. People, I can just vibe with certain type of people, and that's who they were. Danielle and Colby were those two people that I had in my life. And after that week, I was ecstatic. Like, I was so excited. I was pumped. Like, I had my mind set on moving to Colorado. And a couple weeks later, that's what I did. I packed all my shit in my car, my 2012 Dodge Avenger. I packed all my shit in there. Everything from both my divorced parents' houses. Like, I have so much stuff, it's not even funny. Like, my whole car was full. I was the only thing that was, like, able to move whatsoever. Um, sad thing is, on the drive there, I had my record player in the passenger seat, and that thing was like a big, huge box. It had a cassette player on it, and it had a tuner for the radio, and it had two speakers, two big surround sound speakers, and I got that at a place called Savers for just $10. For $10, like um, freaking surround sound record playing, like being able to listen to your records in surround sound. That's pretty dope, y'all. Um, but sadly, when I got to Colorado, it broke. The wires broke in the back of the player. Like, all the wires, like, snapped, I guess, from moving around, shimmying around in the seat or something. I don't know. But that's a sad story. I just thought I should tell. Um, so, while I was moving, I was talking about moving there. Um, Once I got moved in there, it was, I think it was really fun. Like, when I first got there, things were really good. Like, I didn't feel pressured at all. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel really depressed. I felt like this is something new. This is good. This is good for me. And the people I was living with, my dad's friends, they gave me a job there. They actually had a bath bomb workshop in on the side of their house. So that's what I was doing, kind of to like pay my rent, I guess. Um, I would work there for the day, and that would be it. Like, I would just work there for the day, and they would give me money sometimes, and that would be like, it was really fun. It was a really fun job, like being able to just make bath bombs and smell different smells all day. Um, yeah, that was a blast. But after that, I after being there for a little bit and like getting a job, it kind of got a little heavy. The weights did. Um, my first job when I lived there was a cleaning associate. I worked for a lady who just ran a cleaning business out of her home. So like we would just go to people's houses and clean them with our stuff, and that would be that. Uh, when I had that job, the people that I was living with, they were kind of like really pressuring me to get a second job, or I have DoorDash, like I'm a dasher, so they were like kind of pressuring me to do that every single day that I would get home from work. And if I didn't do something like that, it was like I was just being a lazy son of a bitch sitting there doing nothing, I guess. I don't know. And to live there, there's a lot of pressure to make money, so that's something that like made me not really want to live there. Um, until I'm ready, I guess. Until I have enough money. I definitely do want to move back out there because it is beautiful. The atmosphere, the air, everything amazing. The people amazing. Just being there is a totally different experience than being anywhere in Ohio. I can tell you that. Um, it just feels a lot more clean in the air than it does here in Ohio. I don't know, it feels like there's a smog over everything here, and it's not like that in Colorado. But also, in July, my grandma passed away, and that really fucked me up, so I came home for that, for my grandma's funeral, and I still hadn't decided if I was coming home for good or not, but seeing my family and like just being around them made me miss them even more than I was already when I was living there. So it was kind of like, yeah, I should probably move back home and live with my parents until like I can't anymore. That's the plan right now, to live with my parents until I can't anymore. I really, really, really would like to get my own place really soon, like within the next year. I just don't know if I'm gonna have enough money. I do spend it, but yeah, I do spend it. There's no but. Um, yeah, but Colorado, it was a great experience, and I do want to go back there again because there was so much stuff that I didn't get to see. I didn't get to see the Red Rocks. I didn't get to see a bunch of stuff.
I'm not gonna start just naming things off.
But I didn't get to see like a bunch of stuff that I wanted to and just spend days out in the nature and stuff like that. So like that's what I want to do. And I'm back in Ohio. Been back in Ohio for how long? June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I've been back in Ohio for 9 months. I was in Colorado for 2 months. That's really sad if you think about it. Oh well. But when I was in Colorado, you're gonna see I took some videos, just random stuff, and like I'm sure I took a YouTube video that I never finished, and I'm gonna upload that too. I might put some more stuff in that video just so it's not as short, but yeah, I just figured I would tell you guys this story, whatever kind of story this is, just tell you this before I put anything else out there. And I think just talking about stuff is fun. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to share a little part of myself with you. So thank you for letting me do that. Alright, you guys, the video's over. So now it's time for you to leave me a comment. Do you want me to talk more about my traumatic past with boys? Or with my friends? Or would you rather just see me do something else? Let me know. Give me a comment.
Also, please subscribe, because you know you want to.
Why aren't you subscribed already? I don't have that many subscribers. It's kind of sad. Why aren't you subscribed? It's kind of mean that you aren't subscribed to me at this point. Just do it, please. I'm begging. Okay, thanks. Thank you for finally subscribing. That means a lot to me. I will see you guys in the next episode of whatever this is. Until next time, stay safe and stay clean.